Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. She-Hulk is undoubtedly a waste of everyone's time. It's nonsense, pitiful, painful. It's just plain bad. This is one of those kind of rare occurrences where I'm going to agree with Rotten Tomatoes. 37% audience score, but yet individuals are still coming out and defending it. And what I mean by individuals, we're talking media, mainstream media, effectively. And obviously their commentary about all of this stuff is 9 times out of 10, oh, it's just, men hating women and things like that. And yet that's not the case. We don't need to take a look at some of the reviews here. A childish, man-hating spectacle of nonsense and degrading favourite characters to jokes of themselves. It's a pretty fair, accurate assessment of the show. Episodes 1 to 4 were good. From then, it became too girly and monotonous, which I will agree with. I personally believe She-Hulk is essentially Sex and the City, but with superpowers. I've never watched Sex and the City, but it's kind of, I guess, what most people stereotype when they think of Sex and the City would be. This kind of nonsense. Not a single redeeming feature, a wholesale exercise in wasting money. The story doesn't make any sense. Stupid humour. Yeah, like twerking. Because that's so funny, isn't it, guys? Ha ha! But again, I don't see anything here hating women. Complete waste of money, immature, silly, and simply put, pointless. So bad, they ruined superheroes. Screenplay has too much plot holes. Titania character looks like a joke. Yep. Was doubtful of all the negative reviews after the first episode. However, with each new episode, this series has turned into a waste of time. Poor writing. So we get that, and then we get people defending it, which is always the case. She-Hulk data reveals a streaming success. Wow. You must be asking yourself, that's incredible, isn't it? Holy shit, that must be amazing. Doing gangbusters. No. Really bad, actually. But framed as a positive, which beyond me how they can do this. So according to Nielsen's ranking of the most watched streaming original series from last week of August 22nd to 29th, She-Hulk Attorney at Law ranked 9th. Wow. With 390 million minutes watched. Wow. That must be amazing. That comes to an average of 5.74 million plays based on the total run times of 68 minutes across the first 2 installments. I mean, that's not good. The ranking of streaming original series, which excludes House of Dragon as its HBO airing counts as its debut, making it an acquired series, sees Echoes firmly atop the chart. Basically, this is what we're working with here. The framing of this being that She-Hulk, 390 million, is a success. Now, bearing in mind these are essentially its first ones, right? That's a success. They're viewing this as a success. And this was released September 25th. That is a success. Right. Turning attention to the acquired series ranking. Not there. No, okay, right, okay. And then, while She-Hulk's second episode was released in the middle of the week. Oh yeah, allowing it plenty of time to rack up those watch minutes. That's important as well. She-Hulk yet still surpassed the MCU comedy and viewing figures. Right, okay. Unlike She-Hulk. Right, okay. So examining the previous weeks, She-Hulk nor House of Dragon made the list. Oh, okay. So you mean it went down then? Right. I see. Right, okay. So those few hours of viewing time on the premiere almost equate to She-Hulk's entire second week figure of 390 minutes. So we're looking at this. They're trying to frame it as a massive success. I don't see it. I'm not seeing it. So while at first glance the data may indicate She-Hulk is living up to current television giants such as House of Dragon, a closer inspection suggests otherwise. Although, even though it may not be matching the current giants, it is still outperforming past MCU Disney Plus series. Now this is important because this is where the framing comes in. The most recent Marvel stuff has been a huge failure, in fact, actually on Disney Plus. So Ms. Marvel failed to make the list in its second week. So they're like, well, it's a success against failures. Oh, I see. Placing its watch time below that week's 10th place web of make-believe death lies in the internet of 339 minutes, leaving its average plays below 3.32 million. Meanwhile, Moon Knight dominated in its second week at 608 minutes, averaging 6.02 million plays. Both of these series premiered new episodes on Wednesdays, as opposed to She-Hulk's Thursday slot, giving them slightly more opportunity to generate viewership. Again, this is the cope that is happening about She-Hulk. The fact that they even are trying to frame this as She-Hulk and House of the Dragon as a streaming war, it's no competition. How could you possibly frame this as a war? Absolute nonsense. Absolute nonsense. Past Disney Plus series have often seen a boost as the finale gets closer. So while there may be a dip in the coming weeks, hopefully it will stick the landing. No. But again, we get it here, right? People trying to frame this. Daredevil fans are angry about the latest She-Hulk. Still no Matt Murdock on the horizon. And why are people angry? Rightfully so, because they used him predominantly in all of their marketing material. Oh wait, and he's not here. Right, so Daredevil fans have taken to social media to share their disappointment at the latest episode of She-Hulk. The appearance of Daredevil Matt Murdock was teased in the 5th episode, before episode 6 ended up being a self-contained wedding episode, which they even decided to stupidly hang a lantern on. These writers have absolutely no respect for the people that watch them. They know that people are going to get annoyed, so they make Jennifer Walters break the fourth wall to tell everyone, yeah, we understand it's inconvenient, but get with it anyway. Right, okay. But of course, people, didn't like that. And took to social media about that, as always. Odd choice to end last week's She-Hulk episode with a slow zoom on Daredevil's cowl. If the episode isn't about him, you're asking for people to be mad. Agreed. Waiting for Daredevil to show up in She-Hulk is like waiting for Walt and Jesse to show up in Better Call Saul. Except BCS will be serving up a masterpiece each week, so you didn't even care that Walt and Jesse hadn't appeared. Well, She-Hulk stumbles through a 30-minute episode. And this is the crux of the matter. She-Hulk sold the series on cameos. It doesn't work as a She-Hulk series. Awful. Awful show. Awful. Yes, it's a self-contained wedding episode. Yeah. Literally. Just people being irritated by things. And then, of course, other people have come out to speak about Murdoch. In fact, literally, that was predominantly even their interview stuff. It was their articles. It was their marketing. And yet we don't have it. So it's no wonder that it is a huge bomb. A huge bomb. And I think it's only going to get worse. I think these figures here will probably go down. In fact, probably after this week's coming episode. If he's not in it, because that's how they sold the show. By other characters, not She-Hulk. She-Hulk is a flop. Marvel currently is on a downward trajectory. The basic mathematics on their recent box office shows that. And also this stuff as well. This is Marvel. The people that built to Infinity War, remember? An Endgame. We're now at She-Hulk level of production. Bad times. How the mighty fall.